Kia ora, and welcome to 104, talking about rhythmic cells today. We're going to start with 4-note rhythmic cells and different variations on them. If you have 4 different numbers, there are 24 different variations of order. We're going to look at 8 for the time being. And it's really just about building your vocabulary and hearing rhythm, identifying and writing the rhythm. So I've got a semiquaver strike, the duration of one of these grid points, semiquaver. I've got a quaver strike, which is 2 of these semiquaver grid points. I've got a dotted quaver, which is 3 semiquavers or 3 grid points, and a full crotchet. You might be more familiar with seeing them in a score view. And here we can see semiquaver, quaver, semiquaver tied to a quaver. That's a dotted quaver. And then a quaver tied to a quaver is equal to a crotchet. Now, the reason why we're not writing it as a crotchet is that we want to be able to show each individual beat inside the time signature. We happen to be in common time, 4/4, and I want to show one crotchet grouping and another crotchet grouping and another crotchet grouping and another crotchet grouping. This is what it sounds like. What I've done is I've organized different variations. The second example, for instance, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, is now 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's have a listen to this one. And if we look in piano roll, we can see first strike is with 2, then 3, then 4 with the 1 on the end. I'm moving again to start on the 3rd, then the 4th, and then 1 and 2. And this is what it sounds like. And score view. Let's have a listen to all of them in a row. So all of them sound fairly unique, even though they're just reordering the same durations. Now this back end, these green regions, I've started with 4, 3, 2, 1 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is another group here that we can listen to, different variations. So your job is to be able to transcribe these rhythms and be able to write them down accurately. The first 4 red regions have been done for you. You need to listen to the last 4 and be able to complete them and write them out according to the idea that you have the durations grouped in crotchets. So we're using ties to hold over the lengths of notes. This is what it would sound like. You have to be able to do the last 4 yourself. Exercise 2 is going to require you to write out the rhythms again, but this time write them as percussive rhythms. That is, deleting the ties. Previously, there would have been a tie to a quaver figure here, and then this quaver would have been tied to a quaver. And That previous exercise 1 is melodic. The notes are contiguous next to one another. When writing percussion, the types of sounds that have no real sustain, we're only really interested in the onset of the note. We want to make sure that we're writing rhythms that show where the start of the strike occurs. Not really concerned with the duration at this point. This can be a lot clearer to read when you get rid of the bar lines. Third example, simply to practice these rhythms, one after the other. Get used to reading them in score and be able to form them as a clap, perhaps. Good luck.